So I'm 27 years old and I made over $3 million by selling ebooks online that I don't write, and I'm gonna show you exactly the whole process. How I choose the topic, how I create the book, and how I bring traffic to the book, basically with almost zero reviews. So without any social media following, without showing my name or my face online, I'm able to make millions of dollars. I know it sounds strange, simply because you always look for the wrong business model. I'm gonna exactly show you why you should start immediately in publishing books online. So as you can see, we generated over $16,000 in a single month with just one book that we literally prepare in a couple of weeks. And then you can see over here that we start publishing the book though around September 2024. So we didn't put too much attention in the book. It generated only like $560, basically without any advertising spending, only $41, just because probably we were making some tests. And then over here in October, we spent $0 in advertising and we make back $680. Again, almost semi-passively. Just in a second, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can create something similar just by selecting the right topic and create book in a certain way. I'm gonna show you exactly in just a second what I mean in a certain way. And then same here for the November 2024, we actually start spending in advertising, right? We invested like $700 in advertising. We make back like 100% of the investment, so $749. And then yeah, everything changed in just 30 days when everything exploded, and we did like I would say $8,000, because we also have other platforms. As you can see over here, 7,300 net profits, but we did like even more than that thanks to other platforms. And that's the beauty of books. You can literally create even the book for free or like with very low investment and make like couple thousands of dollars in the next few months, just because you implement very few strategies that bring you there. But for me, the most important metric is how much time I put in the business and how much money I make back. In fact, I want to show you immediately the whole process, how it's done. So you just need to copy me in each of the steps to start making the first royalties, of course, without any prior experience, just because you understand a simple concept, which is the first, choosing the right book topic, right? You don't need to master anything special, right? A lot of businesses require like a lot of stuff. Organizing a team, organizing suppliers, a lot of stuff, CRMs, newsletter, a lot of stuff. With publishing, you just need 4 simple steps that even my grandma can replicate. Too many people think that you just need to be very smart to make millions of dollars online. I can tell you that you just need to copy what already works. So the first step that we want to take is to find the right topic. So we want to be sure that the topic is profitable. The second step is actually to create the book only after we understood that the topic is profitable. Then we want to upload the book. I'm going to show you exactly where we upload the book and how. I'm going to show you also different platforms where you can upload the book to maximize the money you make every single month. And then, of course, how to heavily scale and go from, of course, $10,000 per month to potentially $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 per month. And then the cool thing is that sometimes you just need one book. One book is all it takes to start making an insane amount of profits, right? And then yeah, the cool thing, and that's one of the reasons why we just need one book, is that one book can bring up to 9 streams of income. Apart from selling only the Kindle version, because a lot of people, when I say ebook, of course, ebook is like Kindle, right? But you can also sell the paperback, the hardcover, the audiobook. And then during the video, I'm gonna show you why there are other 9 streams, extra 5 streams of income in order to make even more money every single month that very few people understand how to set up. I'm going to show you exactly how to set up, right? And let's start immediately with the first step, which is find a book topic. So again, the most important thing is that never create a book before checking profitability first. A lot of people go online, they start immediately on ChatGPT, they find information, and then they find the chapters. Guys, you don't even understand how to select a profitable book topic based on real world demand. So I'm gonna show you immediately how to do it. And yeah, you need to find books with a BSR that is less than 100,000. I'm gonna show you exactly what is the BSR and why it's that important. So if a book is making basically between $400, $500 per month, have the BSR around 100,000. I'm gonna show you in just a second how it works. So let me go straight away on Amazon.com. Make always sure to go here and select books. Now, what I want you to do when you're here, start by tapping on Amazon the stuff that potentially you're passionate about, right? Could be your hobbies, could be stuff like that. Because once you understand that the BSR must be lower than 100,000, and then you see that the topics that you like potentially are like making money, so it's perfect because you make money and then you also enjoy to publish on a specific topic. For example, me, I don't actually care. For me, the most important part is to produce assets that help people, of course, but at the end, I'm going to make a lot of money from. So I'm going to type, for example, I don't know, in my case, let's say I want to help someone that want to build a business, right? So I want to type this topic because I know, of course, with the team we talk about. So I know that LLCs are potential topic that can make a lot of money, right? And I want to show you immediately that, of course, in just a glimpse, you can say that if the topic is profitable or not, because you can see a lot of books that have the bestseller badge, right? And also that have like very few review. And when I say very few review, I mean not more than 200 reviews. So like less than 100 or 150 is always good. Means that probably this is a publisher like us. It's not like a publishing company. But the most important thing that I want you to do before starting any research at all is to download this Chrome extension that is called DS Amazon Quick View, because we want to make sure that when we are searching for the BSR completely for free, we can basically find the BSR here, right? And we automatically understand how much book is selling based on the BSR. Now, before I told you that have to be lower than 100,000, so in this case, it's already perfect because look at this. Basically, the smaller the BSR it is, the better. The more closer it is to zero, the better, because, for example, in this case, if the BSR was 1, it means that it's the first in the entire bookstore. So it's selling a lot of copies. In this case, if a book, for example, is generating, let's take this one, and then we take the number, we go here, and we type Amazon Book Sales Calculator. Okay, you understand? We click this one, right? And then we type the BSR number here, so it can tell us exactly how much money it's making. Probably this one is a book, if I'm not wrong. Exactly, this is a paperback, so in this case it's a book. Otherwise, if it was Kindle, we have to select here ebook. And then if we calculate, we know that it's making 299 sales every single month from this book alone. That's why you understand when a book is selling or not, and the BSR is one of the greatest things to find out how much money it's making. So if we take the number, for example, the price of the paperback I see over here, that is $22, as you can see, and then we basically multiply it for the amount of copies, you see that it's making over $6,000 in a single month just from the paperback version. That's why I told you at the beginning that you can also make a lot of money from the Kindle version, from the hardcover version, from the audiobook version, as well as other 5 ways to make more money, right? But this book is making $6K just from the paperback version. I know it sounds insane, but that's exactly what it is. So I highly suggest to download the DS Amazon Quick View. Without spending anything, you understand immediately how to analyze a profitable book topic. But let me go straight away on how to create a very high quality book, because, oh my gosh, a lot of people don't simply understand how to create a very high quality book without basically much effort, right? And I want to show you exactly. So we are here in Find the Topic, so we already done it. Now we are here in the book creation. I'm going to show you why you just need 4 elements to basically have the most quality book ever. And then, very important, guys, I cannot tell you how much important it is that you arrive to the upload and sell part in every scale to understand how to go from $5,000, $10,000 to over 30, 40, and even more per month, right? And yeah, so you're going to learn immediately how easy it is to create a very high quality book. A lot of people think that, okay, I just need to make 10K per month, then that's it, I realize my goal. Actually, I prefer that you make 3K every single month instead of 10K in a single month, just because you publish a very shitty book. People understand that, and then they stop to buy from you. Instead of me, for example, that I can make even less sales at the beginning, but then I can make the sales every single year, every single month. So that's the beauty of the business. And yeah, of course, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a quality book and how to keep 100% of the sales made with books produced by other people, right? And yeah, so the book is made by 4 very simple elements. A lot of people say, oh my gosh, how can I create the book? It's so complex. Oh my gosh, I never did it. Guys, you just need to create a title that I'm going to show you in just a second how to do it. You're going to create the outline of the book, which is literally the skeleton of the book, right? And then you're going to create the manuscript and the book cover. And you have literally 2 choices. You can go right away on delegating the book to other people. That, by the way, is something that I suggest at the beginning. Because me, for example, I prefer immediately to delegate the whole production so that I have to waste my time beyond the production. So between basically $800 and even $2,000, it really depends how much you want to delegate. You can, yeah, have your own book ready like in a matter of weeks. Same thing for the do it by yourself. That, of course, here you have to put much more time. But I'm going to show you in both cases how you can do that very, very quickly. Now, let's see exactly the title and how to make a very good title compared to the competition. So the first one is we want to make the perfect mix between the copy and the keywords, right? And then there is a very important part about the value creation of Hormozy, that we want to be sure that in the book title we lay out both the dream outcome of the book, right? That in just a second I'm going to show you what I mean, and also the perceived likelihood of achievement the time delay and also the effort and sacrifice that the person need to put in order to get value back, right, from the book. So in this case, we want to be sure to make a mix between copy and keywords. So in this case, just to let you understand what I mean, we don't want just put keywords. And when I say keywords, I don't mean to put only search terms that people on Amazon search. For example, I'm sure that a lot of people search for face yoga workout, or I don't know, face yoga exercises, or in this case, naturally beautiful face. So you don't need to put only keywords. You need to be sure to put also copy. So include terms that people actually understand what your thing is about, not only search terms just for ranking higher on Amazon, right? So in this case, I actually put you different example to let you understand what is the wrong way and the good way. This one, when it comes to the title, it's something much more clean, beautiful to see as well, but also includes both the keywords and a very clear offer, which is the 5-minute facial workout. So I already know that in 5 minutes I can make a workout, right? There is only 30 exercises, so I can finish the book pretty quickly, and actually I can have the end results as well. For what? For a naturally beautiful face. Potentially without surgery, or I don't know, without spending money on professionals. So with just 10, 20 bucks, I can have potentially a beautiful face naturally, right? And yeah, I love it. So 5 minutes, 30 exercises. So what does it mean? It means that there is an exactly use of this formula, which is include the time delay, include also the effort and sacrifice, include the dream outcome, that in this case, it's of course the girl that is having a beautiful face and she's making the exercises, right? And yeah, compare, for example, this one that is even unclear what is in the book cover, but most importantly in the title, there is a keyword stuffing thing we call in the industry, meaning that there is no really a clear offer, full guide on face yoga exercises, different types, and then nothing, procedures and notable advantages and lots more. I mean, I don't understand anything what this book is about. So that's how important it is, the title, because the title is an offer. It's not just a way to put something in your book. And a lot of people don't create a compelling title. A lot of people don't create a compelling offer for people to say, you know what, I'm gonna buy this book. Now, another very important thing after you have the title, you can literally ask to ChatGPT to do the outline for you. Meaning that, for example, if you ask to GPT, okay, I have this title about real estate investing, simplify a beginner's guide to generating wealth. Of course, it's just an example to show you that how easy it can be that ChatGPT find for you immediately how you can organize your book, right? So you don't have to waste your time by yourself for weeks in understanding what are the best topics to go for a beginner to go through the book, but actually ChatGPT can do majority of the work for you. And of course, just 1 year ago, guys, this was at least a 2 days work. Now it takes literally seconds. And of course, pro tip, look other bestseller books in the same keywords, in the same topic that have bad reviews, right? So you can actually tell to ChatGPT, like, make sure to cover also this stuff and include also this stuff in the book in order to avoid these bad reviews, right? So the cool thing about the outline is that once you finish the outline, basically it's very easy to then expand in every single topic and create the final version of the book, which is the manuscript, right? So once you have this one, you're literally like a 50% of the process of creating the book, right? And if you want to make sure that you actually do the outline the right way, same thing for the title, same thing for the book cover, etc. You just need to join our free community, where basically we have a free course on how you can understand exactly how to do each of these steps in a very simple way. It's free to join. Go now to check it out. Now, I want to cover immediately the manuscript, because a lot of people tell me, okay, let me see, Tommy, how much complex it is inside a manuscript, because I want to understand how easy it is to replicate. And actually, I want to show you a real life example you can find right away on Amazon, by the way. This book is only 120 pages. It's a kid's book, and it's making $28,000 every single month. And I want to show you exactly what there is inside. So the book cover is very cool. By the way, it's making more than $1,000 per day, I think, right now. But as you can see, it's a Would You Rather book. As you can see, Would You Rather books for kids, 300 hilarious, silly, and challenging questions to make you laugh. Would you rather live in a kangaroo's pocket or have a pocket on your belly to keep a tiny kangaroo in? Like, very simple, very simple. Of course, this one is for kids, but let you understand that basically the whole book is exactly like that. Is exactly like that, right? Or in this case, for example, Learn Spanish for Beginners is making 13K every single month. And yeah, you can see over here that there is basically the English terms and then the translation and the pronunciation in Spanish. That's it. This one is, for example, how to build a beehive, 5K per month. Also this one it's outrageous. Basically, it's a book that teaches you how to make 25 practical knots, like only 25 knots. Okay, so it's making 3K per month, and this is exactly how it is inside. So literally teach you what is the knots and how to do that. So this is how simple can be the manuscript, but let me go straight away in the book cover because I want to show you immediately the good example, a bad example. Guys, I cannot tell you, like, I define self-publishing a business that is a common sense business, meaning that you don't have to be an astronaut to understand that this cover is very bad and this cover is pretty good, right? For example, in this case, it's like a Juicing for beginners book, right? So in this case, you can see that these two covers, this cover is designed exactly for people that want juices, because as you can see, I see very clearly with very vivid and realistic colors, the juice, right? Same thing for the fruit over here, right? And everything is basically around a very cool white background that, of course, make exalt all the colors in the cover. Instead, this one is all black, like very cheap taken photos, very bad colors, all dark. I don't think it's good at all. Another example, this solar power book. As you can see, here is like an harmony of colors and images in the cover. This one is like zero sun, like hardly I can read the main title. I mean, the main title have to be very bold and big in the book cover. Instead, this guy only put like, do it yourself. I mean, what does it mean? It's a book about, I don't know, from far, because you have always to see the cover from afar. I don't even know what it is, this one. Like, it's not that clear. Here, I can see from 1 kilometer is like a solar powered book, right? So it's very, very important. Keep always in mind this. And now, guys, we are basically very near to the revealing the all 9 streams of income, but I want to cover immediately the upload and sell part, right? And here I show you why Amazon is enough to make over 10 to 15K per month, right? Why you just need 15, 20 reviews to sell like crazy, and why one book could be enough to change your financial situation now, right? I'm gonna show you immediately. So it's very important that we use always Amazon KDP to upload the book at the beginning, right? So Amazon KDP is enough to make like $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 per year. And we just need to go on kdpamazon.com. Basically what Amazon does is that it do everything for us. It's gonna ship the book to the clients. It's gonna print the book. It's gonna handle the potential returns. It's gonna manage for us the customers that maybe have some complaints about the book or whatever. And all we have to do is that we have to register for free into the platform. And then, of course, we are going to upload the manuscript here and the cover. And then, of course, after we publish, the book can start making immediately sales. And a lot of people tell me, okay, Tommy, why Amazon compared to any other platform? Well, simply because 74% of all the sales from books are coming from Amazon. So yeah, of course, you can make some money on Apple Books. You can make some books on Barnes & Noble, on Kobo, Google Play, whatever. But not publishing your book on Amazon as the first step is literally like for crazy people, right? And let me go right now on the reviews part, so how you can actually get reviews and why 15, 20 reviews is enough to make a lot of money. Because first of all, one of the ways that we suggest to start everything is even by give free copies of your book for free. We have free methods inside our program that allows you to understand how to get a lot of reviews just by giving your book for free. And you're going to see that, by the way, and you tell me, okay, Tommy, but are you sure that with 10, 20, 30 reviews I can make a lot of money? I want to show you. So as you can see, this book is making over 3K every single month with just 21 reviews. So imagine publishing a book with 21 reviews and making every single month $3,000. Another one, 15 reviews. This is the audiobook version, 4K every single month. Femme Fatale, empowered feminine energy, unlock the secrets of dark feminine seduction. This one, 2K per month with 36 reviews. And yeah, guys, let you understand that you don't need reviews. You just need a very cool offer, a very good book cover, and a very cool title. That's it. And that's why we are able to basically beat publishing houses and very famous authors simply because we understand how Amazon works, right? And then, of course, after we publish the book on Amazon KDP, after we gather the first reviews, we start making a lot of organic sales on Amazon, because on Amazon you can make like a lot of organic sales. So like you saw also at the beginning of the video, I think it's something amazing that you just need to publish something there, and just because there is over 310 million Prime members, your book can start selling a lot. And of course, again, this is the paperback and the hardcover that Amazon is going to directly ship to the customers. This one, by the way, is me in Kuala Lumpur. That is the Kindle version. This is actually the Kindle Oasis. If you want to search, it's like a device that I can purchase on Amazon, the ebooks, right? And I can read directly on my e-reader. I can read as well the ebook on the phone. And of course, there is also the audiobook that is very, very profitable as well. Now, I want to cover immediately the Amazon ads, because one of the reasons why we don't use Google ads, Instagram ads, and Facebook ads is because to market your book, first of all, you have to have a lot of advanced marketing skills, like very complex to run Facebook and Instagram ads. Second, is very, very expensive. You need a website and a landing page. With Amazon, you don't need a landing page or a sales page, because Amazon is the sales page, right? And actually, it's one of the best sales page in the world. You need to track sales, so you need pixels, spreadsheets, and all that stuff. You need to track conversion, and you pay for impressions instead of, for example, Amazon, that you pay only when someone click on your book instead of someone that just see your book, right? So it's like much, much cheaper and are much easier to understand and systematize. So you can see that you can literally manage your Amazon ads with just a couple of hours per week. It's much less competitive, and the Amazon customers are ready to buy, right? So it's very important that we are not here just to show something by hoping that people that are scrolling, they're gonna buy our books. But actually, if they're on Amazon, people are ready to buy. Now, a lot of people, especially at the beginning, ask to me, okay, Tommy, how much should I invest in Amazon ads to make the first sales? Well, at the beginning, even just $10 per day is enough. Because the goal of our book, once we know that the topic is profitable, the book will be quality, because of course we just covered together how to make a very high quality book. And also, after we upload on Amazon, the most important thing is that we get the most amount of attention that we can, and of course multiply our money, because the most important thing is that once you spend in a day, for example, $10, we can make back $20, $30, $50, $100. And then in that case, where we're able to make $10 net profits, $20 net profits, $40 net profits, $90 net profits, that's when you know that you have a business, right? Only when you're able to put $1 and make back at least 1.5 or $2. So it's very important. So we put out dollars only when we know that we're going to make back more. Otherwise, we're not going to invest in Amazon ads. And then, of course, once everything is in place, of course, happens something that I call sales snowball effect. So basically, start making the first organic sales that brings more reviews, and then with Amazon ads brings even more sales, and then is basically a snowball effect that goes on and on and on and on. Okay, and that's the beauty of publishing in general. Once you know that you have a very good product, you just need to gain more eyeballs and attention. Let me go immediately in the heavily scaled part, where basically I'm gonna reveal the all 9 streams of income and how to make thousands of sales even without any reviews potentially. I know it sounds crazy. I'm gonna show you exactly how it works. How to make a 6-figure exit with your KDP account, so potentially even sell your KDP business to online investors is something very, very easy that a lot of people are able to do right now. So the first part of making more sales is to actually increase your book portfolio, right? This is the simplest way. So it's like saying, okay, Tommy, I make more money with just 1 real estate, or with 2 real estate, or with 6 real estate. You know what I mean? So publishing more books allows you to have a diversified book portfolio that create a steady monthly and yearly income every single time. So what I like to do personally is that I always like to publish first evergreen books, right? So I know that I have a very strong portfolio of evergreen books that can make money basically all the months of the year, right? And then later implement with more seasonal books, because I know that seasonal books that even that they don't sell, for example, in each period of the year, they can make a lot of money in specific amount of time. For example, during Christmas, we have Christmas books that are able to make a lot of money. We have books that can sell, for example, only during Easter. We have books that can sell a lot only during St. Valentine and stuff like that. So having a diversified book portfolio that can sell basically in every time of the year allows you to have a very strong book portfolio that makes for you money, doesn't matter the market condition. So it's very, very important. But let me go immediately, as I promised, to the other 5 streams of income that you can use immediately without necessarily producing more titles, but actually leveraging what you already have, okay? So the first one is the bundles. So instead of selling 2 different single books at $10 each, let's say, you're gonna merge the books together and basically create a much higher quality book, let's say, of course, perceived from the clients, that instead of pricing them $20, you're gonna make $15. So at the end, the customers perceive much more value, right? You have higher net profits for each copy sold, which is one of the goal of everything. And yeah, as you can see, with a very simple strategy, instead of making only $10, you're able to increase the price and also the value of a single book, just because you understand that people want to have more value for the lowest amount of money. So this is a very effective ways to make much more money that I literally love. Then of course there are the translations. Instead of producing another book in another niche, right, and of course investing more time and money in another product, basically we're gonna convert the language from English to Spanish, Italian, German, Portuguese, French. So it's much faster and easier to delegate because of course you don't have to come up again with a title idea, with a book cover and whatever. And of course you can squeeze the most profits out of your book and your title. Now another very important part of the streams of income you can add is also the camp, that honestly at the beginning I thought was like a scam, because I say, oh my gosh, that's not possible that you can make money also like that. Basically Amazon put like a program that every time that a Kindle Unlimited subscriber, this is just a person that is paying per month a fee to read all the books for free on Amazon, or at least the one subscribed to the Kindle Unlimited program, that every time that a reader literally scroll each page of a Kindle reader or an ebook, basically you get paid, right? And these are the, I know it sounds insane, but these are literally the rates that was in 2024. So basically every page they pay you $0.004 for each page read, as you can see, between 0.004 and 0.005 US dollar every single page that they read. Of course, it's not a great amount of money, right? Of course, we cannot get paid like $10 per page, but it's very cool because Amazon rewards you to keep the reader on the book so he can make more money as well. And of course, the clients have a better experience if it stays more in the book. And yeah, of course, this is just an example of camp royalties you can make. As you can see, you can make like $200, $300 per month, or even sometimes $1,000 per month if your book is very, very successful. And yeah, that's something that, of course, it's pretty good to know. Then, of course, there is also the other platforms, right? That's where you're able to basically, with even 0 reviews, make like a lot of money. Why? Because there is virtually 0 competition. Very few people understand that these platforms are even real. Of course, I'm sure you know brands like Barnes & Noble, or of course Apple Books and whatever, or iTunes. But the most important thing is that people like us, publishers, don't go to publish there because first of all they don't know how to do it, and then it's not very famous in the space, right? And yeah, this is just some example of our book. So this is just a book that is making extra sales from Amazon, also on other platforms with 0 reviews, 0 social proof, just because there is very few competition on it, right? So in that case, a book that we have in our book portfolio is able to make an extra $354 every single month from Barnes & Noble. These, of course, are the payouts, right? And the same exact book is also able to make a $1,400 per month from ACX, which is basically is a platform that allows you to upload audiobooks and distribute audiobooks mainly on iTunes and Audible. So 800 sales extra just from ACX as well. Now, another platform that I literally love is Publish, because you just need to upload the book there, right? You don't need to advertise the book. You don't need reviews. Of course, if you have reviews, it's better, right? But it's gonna basically distribute the book for you in any other digital or even physical shops, right? So you can make extra dollars there as well. And also, I would say it's one of my favorites, if it's not my favorite. Of course, it's IngramSpark, that you can make a lot more money per month. Like sometimes can be even comparable to KDP if you have a strategy on IngramSpark. And as you can see, you can make like extra thousands of dollars per month. And again, IngramSpark is very similar to PublishDrive, but it's even more superior in terms of distribution channels. So your book is gonna literally reach like libraries and schools and stuff like that for real. And sometimes publishing there is completely for free or like very, very cheap, right? So this is literally one of the most important part that a lot of people miss. And then at the end, of course, they resell your KDP account, where basically this is just an example of an offer we receive in selling our KDP account. So basically, once you're making, let's say, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 per month, of course, you can sell even the business if you're making $500 per month or $1,000 per month. But yeah, in this case, they offer us $100,000 to sell the entire business to an online investor. So in general, you're able to sell the business after like 6 months of when you do the business. So it can be even very, very fast, where you're able to maybe not necessarily $100,000, but even if you can make like an exit of 50K, 60K, it's something that is pretty good, right? And yeah, that's the beauty of this business. Of course, if you want to know this stuff much more in detail, you just need to join our free community. There is a lot of going on there when it comes to understand better in the business and put the right foundations. So guys, thanks to watching everything. I'm sure you get a lot of value from this, and see you inside the free community.